Hello, my friends just call me Rip. Have I ever got a tale for you? Get comfortable, put your feet up, because this blast is going to knock your socks right off. As usual, light 'em if you got 'em. Summary: Einstein's dilemmas and the new model. Question: does this new Boolean rule system fix Einstein's major unresolved dilemma? Summary response: yes. The model resolves 6 of Einstein's deepest conceptual problems by reframing the underlying architecture of the entire universe with just one variable definition. It replaces the current cosmological constant with a real physical source term, directly tied to chemical and biological evolutions. Dissolves the non-locality paradox by shifting from spatial interactions to Boolean state transitions. Extends Einstein's mass-energy unifications to include information, complexity, and biology. Resolves the state versus dynamic universe dilemma by making expansion a historic consequence, not a geometric effect, and achieves a form of unified field behavior through a single, rule-driven causal spine. It also restores determinism in a way consistent with modern observations. In each case, the model does not contradict Einstein at all. It completes the project he could not finish with the severely limited tools available to him. Number 1. The cosmological constant problem. Einstein introduced the Lambda symbol to stabilize the universe. He later retracted it, and modern cosmology reintroduced it as dark energy, but still with no actual physical mechanism. How accidentally right and wrong they are. Model's resolution. Lambda is replaced with a real historical source term tied to ultra-advanced chemical evolution and the exponential cumulative release charge. Cosmic acceleration becomes a consequence of a variable complexity growth, not a fundamental constant. Number 2. Non-locality and spooky action at a distance. Einstein's dilemma. Quantum non-locality violated his intuition about locality and causality. Model's resolution. Interactions propagate through Boolean state transitions, not spatial influence. Non-locality becomes a state update rule, eliminating the paradox without contradicting observations. Number 3. Incomplete unification. Einstein's dilemma. He unified mass and energy, but could not incorporate asymmetry. Model's resolution. The system treats information accumulation, chemical evolution, and biology as physical consequential variables. Complexity becomes a driver of cosmic dynamics, extending Einstein's unification into domains he could not formalize or even imagine in his era. Number 4. Static versus dynamic universe contradiction. Einstein's dilemma. He oscillated between a static universe and a dynamic universe and the need for a constant to stabilize it. Model's resolution. Expansion is reframed as a historical effect, not geometrically static, while dynamically evolving due to complexity-driven energy releases. Number 5. Failure to achieve a unified field theory. Einstein's dilemma. He sought a single architecture governing all physical phenomena, but lacked sufficient mathematical tools. Model's resolution. A single empirical Boolean rule system with one causal spine unifies 9 fields: cosmology, physics, chemistry, complexity, systems theory, computation, philosophy of science, histories of computing, and engineering. This is a modern form of unification Einstein aimed for, but never could achieve. Number 6. Discomfort with probabilistic physics. Einstein's dilemma. He rejected the idea that fundamental physics is irreducibly probabilistic. God does not play dice. Model's resolution. The architecture is deterministic at its very core. Probabilistic behavior emerges only as a macroscopic artifact of Boolean rule interactions, restoring the deterministic universe Einstein believed in. Taken together, these resolutions do not contradict Einstein's program. They complete it by providing the empirical and complexity-aware architecture he so desperately required. Einstein's deepest objections were not errors of reasoning or logic, but errors of information. He was operating without the conceptual tools, without the computational lineage, and without the rule-driven architecture required to resolve the contradictions he saw. In this sense, he was as handicapped in precisely the way any pre-system thinker is handicapped. He could see the shape of the problem, but had not the mechanism that could resolve it. The empirical Boolean rule system developed here supplies the missing architecture. It absolutely demonstrates that Einstein's intuition were dead on the mark, but far too premature for the data and technology of his era. Well, class, that concludes this lecture. I do hope that you dug it just as much as I did grinding it all out for you. As usual, be a force others dread and admire wherever you go. God bless and rest in pieces. P.S. Feel free to discuss this among yourselves. Dismissed.